me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you're at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof. I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in.
Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's week 9 of the NFL. On EA Sports. It's the Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the Tennessee Titans. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early, otherwise he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Night.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Down at the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got it. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where he, the big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah.
And he gets in! Touchdown, Tennessee! Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain, and it's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Third and 2, Newton. And Eifert has it. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
And 8 yards pickup.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down.
A gain of 9 brings up
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard, leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Newton's pass complete to D.D. Westbrook.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him.
A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Intercepted. The Titans take over 1st and 10. At their
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. A first look now for Darrington Evans. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars nothing.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
The tackle made at the 40.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And Henry gets the call there on 1st down as he pushes his way forward. A pickup of about 5.
Brought down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Daquan Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help him at contract time.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Miles Jack with a sack. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. This a quick pass to Davis. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
By the Jaguars.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. On the slant, this is Chark. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half. Not just the first catch, first target. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the gun, here's Newton. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. A shotgun snap for Newton. On the move to his left. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
A gain of 7.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try the air now with Newton. The open man is Westbrook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That good for 19 at a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. With Kidder here, it's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the red zone now, Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Newton able to use those legs.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Grant, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Derrick Henry down right around the 25.
Derrick Henry.
Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Newton on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards the pickup there.
Brings up
able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Evans.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Darrington Evans.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Jaguars back with it on offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
Brings up
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, Newton. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter if he needs to make those plays with the legs. Ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Out of the gun, Newton. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He can run for, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Cam Newton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 40.
1st down carry for Henry. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The Titans going to use the first of their timeout with under a minute to go now in the football game. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Here's Evans. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's just what you call a chain mover right there. Nothing fancy. Get the ball out to the back, and you're asking him to make a little bit extra out of maybe what is nothing, and he does exactly that. Picks up the 1st down. I can't wait till we get to the point, partner, where we're not saying chain mover.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Stars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So now the Jags down on the scoreboard. A little over 20 seconds to go. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Newton, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To the left side here for Eifert. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Titans, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll hit the road